Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Also, what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
I might be able to help with the bell. What's so important about the bells?
Is it really that important that the bells go back up?
Is it really that important? They're part of the school's history. Those bells likely told a young Merlin that he was running late to Charms, or called Ignatia Wildsmith to dinner. We can't simply fiddle with history. We're meant to be its stewards.
I might be able to help. What's so important? Did Professor Black really remove the bells for a headache?
It's certainly an odd decree, even for Black, taking down the bells for a headache.
I agree. I thought it might also have been that they interrupted his hourly naps. That's all he does in his office, you know. But then I heard... Can you keep a secret?
I can.
I heard from Alice, who heard from Ollie, who heard from Eugenia, that it's because the bells reminded him of his wedding day. Breaks out in a sweat every hour on the hour, but mum's the word.
I might be able to help. Did Professor Black really Why can't you put the bells up yourself?
If only 2 bells are left, isn't it fairly easy to tell which goes where?
Easy for you, perhaps. I happen to be tone deaf. Mother likes to say I couldn't carry a tune if it hopped on my back like a chocolate frog. No point putting them back in if they don't sound just as they did before, for the sake of historical accuracy.
I might be able to help with the bells.
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower just above the music room. You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
I imagine the bells are just inside in the bell tower.
I can't help it.
Revelio.
Frog Choir. Guide pages. Here perch the slimy yet symphonic frogs that comprise the Hogwarts Frog Choir. These magical amphibians can sing in 6-part harmony and hold a pitch better than most humans. Cross button. Continue.
Revelio.
Why would Slytherin put his common room in the dungeon? So dreary. Perhaps that's the point.
My friends and I like to spend our evenings watching the sunset from the Quidditch pitch.
And have you seen how these look at your head? Black looks at me like I'm a boy. I swear the man thinks I have fleas.
Why are we only learning all the boring potions?
Revelio. Ah, the bells must be upstairs. Revelio. Alohomora.
Left stick. Move green spark. Right stick. Move red spark. Circle button. Back. Your gear slots are full. Complete Merlin trial challenges to increase your gear slot capacity or sell excess gear at vendors.
Revelio. Glacius. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Ah, found them. I'll have to get those up there somehow. Wingardium Leviosa, perhaps. One up, one to go. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Your gear slots are full. Complete Merlin trial challenges to increase your gear slot capacity or sell excess gear at vendors.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Well, that wasn't too hard. Evangeline should be pleased about this, even if Black isn't.
Map, Flue Flames locations. Hogwarts. All, the astronomy, exit, the library annex, the library annex. Potions classroom. Professor Sharp's potions classroom. Cross button. The library annex, the astronomy, all's well that ends bell. Professor.
Galleons and a historian's uniform. It was brilliant solving those old treasure maps.
There's only one common room that everyone wishes they could get in, and that's Hufflepuff. Been that way for 1,000 years, or so Garlic says.
I find its location a little untoward myself.
Let's be sure we make some time to study later then. The common room's a bit rowdy of late, so I'll take to using the library.
If he thinks he's getting away with this, he has another thing coming.
The bells are back up, Evangeline.
Oh, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that you do as well. don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
Level 29. Quests. No aside quests. Quests. The Poleuis plot. I need to speak to Professor Fig about get cross button. Untrack quest. Level. Talents. Map. Flue Flames locations. Hogwarts. Collection chests. 3 out of 35. Field guide pages. 43 out of 150. Demi-Ace statues. 10 out of 10. Astronomy tables. 0 out of 1. L2 button R2 button. Zoom. Left button right button. Change map. R3 button. Wait. Right stick left U. Secret rooms. The astronomy wing. Work. Hogsmeade map. The grand step. The astronomy wing. Collection chest. Charms.
Alone.
To a dance?
Why not? In fact, I think we should insist that we go alone. Imagine how much simpler that would be.
Why? Because you don't have to ask someone.
I hope I look. Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp, places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I will decide what's best. Oh, really? I will decide what's best.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't. If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kagawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What? Nonsense. That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Please do. That would be unwise. Please do.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the Ministry.
Map. Flue Flames locations. Hogwarts. The Great Hall. The Great Hall. Flue Flames. Current. Flue Flames. Quests. The Great. Hogsmeade. World Map. The Library. The Grand Staircase. One-Eyed Witch Passage. A secret passageway, hidden behind the statue. The Grand Staircase. The Great Hall. The Great Hall. The Great Hall. Collection chests. 0 out of World Map. Flue Flames, currently unavailable. The Flue Flames, currently Flue Flames, current. The Great Hall. Collect the Great Hall. The Grand World Map. Hop Broom Racing Event. The Grand Staircase. Flue Flame. One-Eyed Witch Passage. One-Eyed Witch Passage. A secret passageway. Flue Flames. The Grand Staircase.
I'll be weeks from Spintwitches as such
Level. Quests. A basic. The Poleuis plot. Level. 29.
She swears a forbidden weapon for that.
glad I don't have to stay in the castle for the holidays. I find the moving staircases unnerving when no one's around.
My older sisters taught me everything I needed to know about Hogwarts before I stepped foot in the castle, including how to sneak food from in the kitchens. I miss playing golf on the floor with my brother. Hogwarts has brought me and my siblings closer together.
It's tradition in my family to play games.
I was trapped on the grand staircase for an hour the other day.
Map, Flue Flames locations. Hogwarts. Collection chests. The Great Hall. Collection chests. Flue Flames. The Great.
My family has a need.
My favourite room in the school is the library.
I should have
Map, Flue Flames locations. Hogwarts. Collection chests. 3 out of 35.
And they were quite competent on a broom.
Map, Flue Flames locations. Map, Flue Flames locations. Hogwarts. Collection chests. Map, Flue Flames locations. Hogwarts. Collection.
All of my siblings have finished at Hogwarts. Nice to be here on my own for once.
Flew Flames locations. Hogwarts. Collection chest. Left stick. Move green spark. Right stick.
I can't wait till I Do you think anyone...
Map. Flew Flames locations. Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Map. Flew Flames locations. Hogwarts. Map. Flew Flames locations. Hogwarts. Collection chests. 3 out of... Map. Flew Flames locations. Hogwarts. Collection chests. Map. Flew Flames locations. Hogwarts. Map. Flew Flames location. Challenges. Flue Flames locations. Map, Flue Flames locations. Hogwarts. Map, Flue Flames locations. Hogwarts. Collection chest. Map, Flue Flames locations. Hogwarts. Collection. Map, Flue Flames location. Challenges. Map, Flue Flames locations. Hogwarts. Collection chests. 3 out of 35. Field guide pages. 43 out of 100.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.